Today we'll play Little Frankfurt. We'll unite all of Germany, and I'll show you how Paradox ruined the entire experience. So subscribe if you like those types of videos. First of all, let's see what Frankfurt is all about. We got some pretty interesting laws: interventionism, free trade, presidential republic, and world voting. That's not bad whatsoever. However, I will change the government to this one, and I'll try to switch to public schools. This will diminish the influence of the church. For research, I want railways. We'll be running out of infrastructure very fast, and I think I should build up the army. Hesse is our weakest neighbor, but they are still way stronger than us, so we'll have to prepare. I will also build a motor industry, a steel mill, a tooling workshop, you know, the basic stuff, and I'll be improving with Prussia. I don't really want them joining against me. Change of plan, we're not going for Hesse anymore, but for those guys which are a bit stronger. However, I don't think Prussia will support them. We are a bit weaker, but I think we should be fine. Okay, looks like we are managing to defend this one battle, and now we can do a counterattack. No, we can't actually. Okay then, but thankfully they can't attack either. Okay, let's try another attack, and this time it works. Okay, there we go, we won. We are finally bigger than one city. And now the Prussians like me enough to let me take over Hesse. But the landowners are plotting a coup. We'll have to keep an eye on this. We might even get military access to Prussia. Okay, let's see if they say yes. They accepted. Amazing. Okay, now we can bring literally everybody in this government. We are all one big coalition. And we managed to get public schools enacted. Now let's see, what else can we do? I guess we can get dedicated police force. And now Hesse is actually holding somehow. Well, they will eventually lose. Okay, there we go. Now how about those two little guys? No, the Prussians don't care. Why don't we keep going into the Saxony region as well? I don't think the Prussians will join. Oh, but we're getting the springtime of peoples. I don't think I'll support the movement. I mean, I'm already a republic. So really the radicals would really want some more democracy. And no, I don't think I'll do that. Okay, and we also get the hungry 40s. Let's maybe raise some taxes and try to stop the deficit. Okay, and the coup is getting a bit too close for my liking. So I guess we have to stop it by getting the landowners out of government. And we did manage to get dedicated police force. Now, can we really go for any other laws we want? I guess we could try cultural exclusion, but it's a pretty small chance. Okay, now we're getting a reactionary revolt. So yeah, I don't think we can get this low. Now it's time to go for the big guy, Saxony itself. This would be a pretty tough war actually. We're pretty close in strength. Okay, thankfully we can hold against them. Okay, and their entire army is dead. We can do a counterattack. Prussia is having a bit of a Polish uprising. Well, they will definitely get crushed. And Saxony is ours. Oh, and now we get a German national identity. And we are a major power. Wait, what? Really? Yeah, okay, but we need to be a great power to become a candidate for unification. But that's not happening anytime soon, unless we keep expanding. Oh, and Prussia is also having a radical revolt on top of the Polish uprising. Well, good luck with that, I guess. Anyway, I'll go for Baden. I think we should easily take them out. Okay, Bavaria sides against us, and Sardinia Piedmont as well. But I think we should be able to defend, especially if we conscript everyone. But this will be a very tough war. Or maybe not, because Bavaria is also having a civil war. I think everything will work out in the end. Oh god, and literally everybody is getting involved in the Prussian civil war. The Russians, the British, the Danish, even Baden. Okay, I'm sort of at the infamy limit, but I'll be taking over most of South Germany, so I think it's probably worth it. Okay, we have to get a new government. I really hope I can still get public health insurance. Okay, never mind, the radicals now want a revolt or something. Yeah, everything is going crazy. And yeah, Poland got their independence, by the way. I don't know what's going on. At least we got public health insurance. Now let's see, radical revolt, what do you want? Some better labor associations. Okay, I think we can do this one. Okay, and the revolt went away. The revolution was vanquished. Very cool. And we got easier times as well. Okay, the Zollverein was disbanded. And that's because the Prussians became a minor power. Oh no. That means Austria is the only unification candidate. Yeah, hopefully they don't unite Germany. We got the anti-strike laws, and we are now at peace. And so is Prussia. And they are once again a unification candidate. So we are good. Now we just need to focus on our many shortages and on integrating all this new land. I also got a tooling company going, by the way. Oh, and Prussia got a new power block, a military treaty, and Hungary is trying to get their independence from Austria. I don't think that's gonna work. So now the Polish uprising is having a Prussian uprising, but looks like they're dealing with that. Okay, we managed to enact cultural exclusion, although we're having a movement that's not too happy about it, but I'm sure they'll give up eventually. Okay, now the Prussians and the Austrians are fighting for German leadership. Not too sure how I feel about this. Thing is, the Prussians also want to protectorate Württemberg, and I don't really like that. So how about I conquer them myself? Thankfully I have enough infamy to spare. Looks like it's pretty close between Prussia and Austria. The Austrians have more units, but Prussia has better quality. Meanwhile, we got Württemberg. Okay, Prussia is actually pushing, and we can get another company, but not a good one. I think I would rather wait for the paper one. I think the Prussians won that war. No, they actually white-pissed. They are both unification candidates. There we go, now we can get a paper company. Whoa. The Austrians attacked us. Really now? I think I might be able to call Prussia in. They probably still want the leadership. No, they actually don't want any war goals. Instead they want an obligation? Okay, sure. As long as you save me, I guess. I also have a lot of infamy, so I can't really take anything from Austria. But I can definitely destroy their empire. I'm gonna be liberating Hungary, Bohemia and Croatia. That should be enough to cripple them. Okay, the Prussians know what they're doing. We'll be destroying the Austrian Empire together. And then maybe I can expand in this region. Oh, come on, bro. Attack Vienna. Don't go for Hungary. They are really attacking everywhere but Vienna. And I guess I'll be getting poor laws. Just so the labor movement would shut up. Okay, now they're finally doing it. There we go. Goodbye, Austria. I did not actually expect them to collapse that hard. But yeah, I guess they're still a unification candidate. And the Prussians can get to them. So that's great. Oh, but Prussia is going for Schleswig-Holstein. They might be able to form the North German Federation. That could be pretty bad. But I don't think they can if they're not the only unification candidate. So we should be fine. And someone is trying to kill our leader. I don't really care about this guy, to be honest. I think I will also take over Bavaria. Nobody seems to join. So it's pretty much free land. The low pest. I guess we'll get the National Guard. The petite bourgeoisie is petitioning for that. The low passes, of course. And our leader was killed. What a tragedy. We'll get an election anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Except we did lose a bunch of authority. Yeah, that hurts. And looks like the Prussians are very stupid. They don't invade Denmark for some reason. Although they can easily get access to like Mecklenburg or something. Okay, now Venice is trying to unify Italy. Not sure about this one. I think Austria's gonna win. Oh, and Austria is not a candidate anymore. So if they resolve the Schleswig-Holstein question, they might be able to form North Germany. Okay, Schleswig and Holstein actually got their independence. And the Prussian-Danish war is still not over. Yeah, not sure what's going on. Maybe I should also switch my army to skirmish infantry. Now I think we have enough infantry to actually attack and annex Switzerland. I don't really care if Russia joins, since they can't really get to Switzerland. Oh, and they're trying to make Bremen a protectorate? Yeah, and looks like Prussia doesn't really mind that. Oh wait, what? We became a great power. Yeah, we are a unification candidate. Hopefully Prussia doesn't attack us immediately. I want to take the leadership, but I will have to build up a bit more. Okay, now Austria is a German leader as well, and the Prussians are attacking them. Are they stupid? They know they can't really get to them, right? Unless they do a naval invasion, and I don't think they are. Yeah, I don't think this war will go anywhere. Wait, what? No! Austria just backed down. Huh, they're even more stupid than Prussia. Okay, now how about we commercialize agriculture? Okay, Poland got annexed by Galicia Lodomeria, and so did Krakow. Now we have only one Polish state. Okay, and I lost the leadership because I'm not a great power anymore. So once I get to great power status, I actually have to remain there. But the good news is that Prussia didn't form the North German Federation, although they are the only unification candidate, and the Schleswig-Holstein question has been solved. So I don't really know why that is, but I'm not complaining. The low pest? Whoa, Prussia is trying to conquer all of Bohemia. That's pretty insane. Infamy-wise as well. Austria is coming to the protection of Bohemia though, and Sardinia Piedmont, and France. Okay, that's a big one. This would be the perfect time to also declare my leadership war, but unfortunately I don't have enough prestige for that. I'm building up the military as fast as I can. I mean, I can't really spam navy to get more prestige. France is pushing over here, but also the Prussians are pushing in Bohemia. Okay, we're a great power now. Quick, time for the leadership play. We gotta do it before this war is over. Oh my god, the French are destroying them. Like I said, we gotta move quick, alright? Okay, there is no way we're actually losing over here. Yeah, I think we are. The Bohemians are already in Brandenburg. We were too slow. Oh, or actually no, because occupying any state of Prussia will do. Okay, we're getting the German leadership. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, the Prussians lost Westphalia as well, and Bohemia remained independent. And now I'll be taking German leadership. Prussia isn't really having a great time, but now we are the only unification candidate. Anyway, we'll have to focus on improving relations with all those German countries, so they support us. And yeah, we're still in this forever war against Russia. They just don't want to give up. I kinda respect it, but at the same time they're also very annoying. Oh my god, improving with all of those guys will take an eternity. Especially Austria, which I have very low relations with, and Prussia, which is actively damaging them. I guess we'll just wait. Okay, thankfully we can finally end the war against Russia. Peace at last. Steel frame buildings. I will try to slowly switch to that. You know, I think I'll also try to make my own power block. I kind of forgot that was a thing. There we go, the better Zollverein is here. Now the French are attacking Hanover. I guess we'll have to go help. Hanover is a big country. If it was something small like Hamburg, I would have let it slide. Oh yeah, and we also got total separation of church and state. Okay, thankfully the French are stupid and they keep attacking me, even though it's obvious they're gonna lose. Oh my god, now the Russians are trying to make Oldenburg a protectorate. You already have Bremen, come on now, how many protectors do you need in Germany? Do I try to defend Oldenburg? I don't think so. I don't think I can beat up both Russia and France at the same time. Oh, and they've backed down anyway. This is terrible. I hate this. Oh my god, guys, please get a white peace already. I'll also be helping the Austrians against the Italians, because I want them to have a better attitude of me. This way we can even get a treaty with them. I noticed I have 6 million radicals and 1 loyalist. 1 single laborer that loves the government. Okay, finally we can white peace with France. I don't know why it took so long for Hamburg to do that. At least we managed to protect them. However, no the same can be said about Austria. They lost South Tyrol and will also be losing our rank. I have no idea if we're gonna still be a unification candidate after this. No, we're still the only candidate. Okay, now we're back to being a great power. Still, the Prussians and the Austrians don't really want to support us. Even though the Prussians literally really love me. Prussia is not a valid target for unification. No idea how I can get rid of this modifier. Oh, a Treaty of Dresden. We got an alliance with Britain. That should really help us. Okay, another company. Okay, we have a special glass one with prestige porcelain. Okay, I guess we can try that. Okay, we can invite some more countries in the power block, I guess. But they will all be disconnected from the market. So yeah, I guess we have to grant their own markets. Okay, we can make Hamburg a protectorate just by helping them in a war. Okay, what the hell is this? Moravia broke free from the Bohemians. Okay, let's just annex Hohenzollern. Now the Prussians want their land back. Okay, Prussia took over most of Galicia Lodomeria, except for Bukovina. Well, in that case, how about we also take some land, such as South Tyrol. And now we can switch all of our mines to dynamite. Oh god, how did Venice end up down here in Sicily? Anyway, Italy is a mess. Oh man, you gotta be kidding me right now. The French want Hamburg. How about no? And I want Alsace-Lorraine. What do you think of that? Maybe I can also bring in Britain. We can liberate Brittany, sure. Now what about Prussia? They don't really want anything from France, but I can still call them in as an ally. And the Austrians want South Tyrol, but now you are not getting that. The British and the Prussians should be enough. Man, the French mobilized 300 units. Are they insane? Also, Sweden is trying to unify of Scandinavia with Brazilian help. We are getting close to Paris, and they were losing a lot of money in this war. I just hope my allies don't give up too soon. Otherwise, we got this. Oh yeah, we did it. Let's end the war. Now, I really hope the French will stop attacking me. Scandinavia did form, by the way, and that's a problem because they did take a German state, but maybe we can still unite. I don't know, it's very hard to get Prussia or Austria to support me. Okay, Naples is trying to unify Italy again, but that's a good thing actually, because we are in the same war as Austria, so that means they don't hate us anymore. Maybe we can start improving with them finally. And also Austria took Moravia back. That's pretty interesting. Trade unions want mass conscription. Wait, can we even get that? Ah, yes we can. Okay, let's try it. So yeah, Prussia took over Bohemia, but they had to liberate Pomerania. So yeah, I guess you win some, you lose some. And the mass conscription law passed. Now let's try some proportional taxation. And thankfully after that war in Italy, Austria doesn't hate me anymore. Now we can all be friends. No we can't, because Prussia is going to war with Austria. Now we'll have to help Britain in the war against Russia, because I want to keep my alliance with them. Well, at least proportional taxation passed. That means we can get way more construction sectors. Now I have to help Britain against the US as well. And Prussia took over a bit of Austria as well. They really have some strange borders. Wait, I have an obligation from Prussia somehow. So if I absolve it, now we are friendly. So maybe now they will support me in the unification? No, they still don't do that. Have I been scammed? Is it really just impossible now to get them to join you peacefully? Because that's terrible. That would mean I can't get Prussia or Austria whatsoever. Absolutely terrible. I've been wasting my time improving with them. I guess I'll just have to launch the unification plan whenever I get the opportunity. At least we might be able to annex all the other German states. So I've looked into it, and it's a new thing where if a country is forced to lose their leadership, they won't support any other unification candidate. So this really sucks. And now we get the age of entrepreneurs. So we pretty much want to expand our economy as much as humanly possible. Okay, I guess I can try that. Oh, and by the way, we also got trench works. So let's switch the entire army to trench infantry. Man, this entry is actually pretty hard. Anyway, let's build a skyscraper. Okay, I think the entry just failed. Well, that's unfortunate. Fuck it, we're doing the unification play. I just can't get anything done peacefully. And we'll have to fight Scandinavia. And probably Belgium. But we can bring in Britain, why not after all? They are our greatest ally. There we go. This is all the land we got after the unification. It's not that bad, but we still can't form Germany. We can't even form the Confederation of the Rhine, to be honest. Now I would like to fix the border with Prussia a little bit. So I'll declare a war to humiliate them. And I'll also be taking some other states, like the Rhineland and some other border regions. And Anhalt to connect our little part of Anhalt. Can't take any more than that because those states are mad expensive. And let's also bring in Britain and start constructing that skyscraper. Now we do have a lot of infamy, but at least we have nice borders. That's what truly matters. Touching the sky, okay, we actually have the first skyscraper in the world. Germany is truly prospering. Now even the Prussians are moving to our country. Now I will try to switch to laissez-faire. Okay, we might be getting a civil war with the socialist movement. Reforms at gunpoint. You know what? I don't actually mind old age pension. And the socialists still want to rise up. They just can't be pleased. Okay, Britain, I guess we'll fight Guatemala with you. And Mexico. And why is Spain red? Oh, because they're communist. Okay then. Oh no, I'm not fighting France as well. I'll just be capitulating whenever the war starts. Because there are no war goals on me. Yeah, there we go. And we managed to enact laissez-faire. Which is great because I don't really want to bother with construction anymore. Now how about we also open the borders? And we managed to avoid the socialist revolution. Again, really you want to unite Italy? Just give up at this point. It's not happening. You can really unite with anybody you want. I just want a white piece. Now we can get another company. I think I'll just go for the oil one for the extra migration. There we go. No migration controls. I had to build a whole navy just to deal with the Italians. And now the Prussians are also attacking. Now you can't have Anhalt, but I can have Bohemia. Whoa, and the Netherlands annexed all of Belgium. That's impressive. And we took Bohemia and Austria. Now Prussia is looking even worse. Let's also get some cars going. Whoa, a huge Russian civil war. Should I get involved? I don't think so. It's probably a waste of time and money. Terrible news, we might be getting a strike. And Britain wants help against the French once again. Thankfully we can capitulate from this war. And we also got chemical warfare. So we'll not be losing a war ever again. And speaking of war, come on Prussia again. I wanted to go after Austria, but I guess right now we really have no other options. But to make you a protectorate. Maybe then you'll stop attacking me. Okay, things happen I guess. Now we can get companies 3 in our power block. So that means another company. I think I'll go for the motors one. And Prussia is now our subject. Our very rebellious subject. The general strike started. This is terrible. The economy is collapsing. Everybody is living great lives. I have no idea why they're so mad. Now let's go for another company. Rheinmetall, sure. That's a unique one. Let's get the kids in school. And let's also get the Netherlands into our power block. We are truly better than the Zollverein. And now why not let's annex Austria. Hopefully no one joins. There we go. Now if we want we can finally click the button and form Germany. But without Prussia of course. Still we are doing alright. But let's take a look at the rest of the world. Over here in North America the US did very bad. They are extremely weak. We got a pretty strong confederacy and a very strong Mexico and Canada. Although Mexico did lose a bit of land to Pueblo and Rio Grande. Oh, and the Mayans are back. Now what in the world happened to South America? Argentina is straight up gone. It was split between Chile, Uruguay and Bolivia, which is British for some reason. Brazil also conquered all of Colombia. And I'm pretty sure that's not Santo Domingo. Anyway, let's move on. This is Africa. Ethiopia actually formed and is looking very weird. Anyway, this is Asia. We got China and Japan. And basically the rest of it was split between the Russians and the British. Indonesia is also independent. Sort of. Anyway, let's go back to us. We are the greatest power in the world, even above Britain. And we have the largest economy. I could definitely go up to 1 billion if I keep going. We also have a huge population and an amazing standard of living. Those are all the laws I managed to pass. My institutions, my trade, were a pretty big part of the world market. And those are the German companies. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Victoria 3 A to Z. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.